Hi, I'm Diana from South Bay Kids Connection, and today we are going to be reviewing a game called Awkward Moment with my assistant, Esther. So, Awkward Moment is a great card game to use in your social skills groups because it can work on the skills of perspective taking, empathy, critical thinking, self-reflection, self-awareness.
And you also don't need the game. You can easily just recreate all the cards with just little pieces of paper.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You stole my... But if you buy it, you have a lot of things and you don't have to make it. But that is definitely something we're going to talk about. Okay, so it's a game very similar to Apples, but it's more for, it's marketed more toward middle schoolers or that 12 plus.
Oh, plus.
Yeah, but I play it with much younger kids. I play it with kids 8 years old. As long as you go through the cards and take out any ones that are not suitable for 8 years old. Because there are some that talk about crushes or, I don't know, just a little bit more advanced stuff, dating. It's not really for your audience. Okay, so again, like Apples, and if you don't know what that is, basically you have, you can play with at least 3 players. It's recommended 3 to 8. We're just going to show you real quick between 2. And the crux of it is that you have a moment, awkward moment. And do you want to describe some of the moments? Like read one.
The toilet at your friend's house won't flush. Or you do really well on a science project, but your friend tells you that it's only because you're the teacher's pet.
Then we have the reaction cards. So these cards, these are different ways that someone could react to the situation. Most of them are pretty funny. Some of them are normal, but most of them are meant to be a little bit silly. But it's a good gateway to then talk about what you really would do in real life, even if these cards are not things that you would do in real life. So how you do this is you distribute 5 of these reaction cards to each player. So you read them over, and do you want to read a couple of reactions?
Go fly a kite. Make an escape plan with your BFFs. Channeling their Ender Wonder Woman.
Okay. So those
are pretty random.
So pretty random. But this one's more normal. Take a moment to think before you speak. Stand up for yourself. Get out your invisibility cloak.
That's a normal one.
Ask questions. Get up and try again.
Say awkward in a high-pitched voice.
All right. So those are the possibilities of how you would react to this situation. So one person gets to be it in the sense that they're going to choose the moment. So you can be it, choose a moment.
Will choose a moment. You say you want to work with computers when you grow up and your coach laughs at you. Okay. Then everyone else, they will put in a card that best suits it. But it'll also best suit the decider. So, what the person on the decider's right would most likely do. So in this case, what would you most likely do in this situation? Very good.
So, it has an extra component, which really makes this perfect for social skills, like Esther just said. You have the moment, the situation you're going to be reacting to, but then you need to think not only how you would react, but this is going to guide you. This one, it says, what the person on the decider's right most likely would do. As he just said. What I would do. It might say, most hilarious.
Most surprising. Most complicated. Easiest to do.
So there's different ones. So it's like, oh, not only reacting, but I have to think of the funniest one. So now this one is perfect. What the person on the decider's right would most likely do. So then that whoever's playing needs to look at their cards, look at the reactions, and think, to this situation, what would Diana, in this case, do? Which is great. So then everybody pick one. Then you get it. You don't shuffle it, so you don't know whose is whose. You read them out loud to the group, and then you pick one. I would Would I say, would I ask questions? Would I get up and try again? Would I speak the truth?
I think you would say, I think that you channel your inner Wonder Woman.
You think I'd channel my inner Wonder
I
Woman?
think that you would.
I think I would channel my inner Wonder Woman. What would you do out of these?
Say awkward in a high-pitched voice.
No, I think you would. That sounds
I
true.
think I would.
So that's about it. And then whoever's card gets chosen, then that's their point. And rinse and repeat. So it's easy. You have lots and lots of cards to choose from. But it also is, like I said before, it opens the doors to other conversations. Has this happened to you? Oh, I remember this time, or one time this happened to me, and then you can talk about it. It also lets them banter a little bit and laugh, and just kind of enjoy something together. And like Aster said in the beginning, honestly, now that you know the game, or usually what we do is we play the game first, and then what do we do?
And then we all make up our own moments and kind of play a round or two.
Yeah, and that's really interesting because when they make up their own moments, it's a little insight of maybe something that has happened to them or something they're worried about. And it just makes it more specific and more practical for them.
And it's also just a nice way of just kind of knowing just kind of understanding other people and how they think.
Which is exactly what our group is all about. Hope you like it. See you next time.